feel like this. Only been days, but it feel like months.
Molweni, hello, annyeonghaseyo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ndando. I'm from South Africa and I currently live in South Korea. To the returning subscribers, thank you so much, Kebandase. You don't know how much this means to me. And to the new people, I hope you're here to stay. I'm going to give you a reason to stay. I'm still going to make nice videos apart from fitness. So today is Thursday, the 7th of November. And I just decided to make this video because it's almost exam time for matriculants. I think they haven't started. I'm not quite sure. But I've just been reminded of my past. Um, I did my matric in 2011, I think. I went to a technical school in Danzane, Buchule Technical High School. Yes, that's my school. And I was doing electrical engineering. Um, and we had majors like EGD, engineering and graphic designs, electrical, math, pure math, physical science, and I was struggling. Child, I was struggling with all my measures. I think I was only good with the languages, and I was surprised that I didn't fail grade 11 because I felt like grade 11 was the hardest. But anyway, I failed matric. When there was the noise of going to the garage to buy the newspapers because it was results time, I didn't even wake up because I was like, girl, you know, you're not the brightest. And on my matric year, a lot was happening. I was going through so much, you know, and I didn't even try. I didn't even get the chance to try and fight, you know. So I was like, I'll leave it to God. If I pass, then it will be by God's grace. And if I don't pass, then I will try again. And yes, unfortunately, I didn't make it. And back then, there was a lot of stigma attached to failing matric. Like it was the most embarrassing thing. And I'm actually happy that the Gen Z has destigmatized a lot of things. Like they know now that it's not the end of the world. And I'm here to tell you that again, it's not the end of the world. I failed matric, but today I'm in South Korea. I am teaching English in South Korea. I live in a rent-free apartment. The school is paying for my apartment. I'm I'm making money, like not money. I don't have money, but I'm making enough to be able to take care of my kids, to be able to chip in when there's something at home, and to be able to maintain myself, like buy the things that I want, travel if I want to. I haven't traveled since I got to Korea because I have other financial commitments. And yeah, so I felt matric and I know how that feels. It's a very discouraging. It's a very it makes you feel like it's the end of the world, you know. But I'm here to tell you today that if you give yourself another chance and you give it another try, you will make it. So I didn't go back to the desk. I didn't go back to high school when I failed matric. I decided to go the college route. And when you get to the college, they tell you that it's going to take you 3 years, and you think about it, you're like, oh, 3 years to only do matric? Why would I waste 3 years of my time when I could just go a Hubusan or go to the next Department of Education and just improve my marks? I had all the options, but I decided to go to Buffalo City College in East London, and I did my level 2, level 3, level 4, and I qualified at University of Forte. I studied at Forte and I finished my degree, and then I saw that there was this thing of TEFL certificate that people were doing, and it was in demand. I took some time to look it up, practice, and memorize it. And then I started charging people to do the certificate for them. Because remember, to come to Korea, you need to have money. Like, you need to have some financial support to actually pay for the documents. Like, the document process is quite long, daunting, but it's worth it at the end. It's really worth it. And then I charged people to do the TEFL while I was compiling my documents, and then I made it to South Korea. Now, the reason why I made this video is because I know there are people who are where I was. There are people who failed Matric and they are discouraged, like, banalan bana, yo, at this age, I'm gonna go to a BCC, and then I'm going to start my first year, and I'll be doing my first year in AMA 2000, or kids that are 10 years younger than me, and blah blah blah. When I was doing my first year, when I was doing my first year, we had people who were like 40 something, 50 something in class that were starting with us. And one of them I know right now, I think he's doing his masters now. I think he's doing his masters. And it's really not about age. It's really not about when you decide to go back. What matters is you decided to go back and you actually did, you know? And I never thought I would find myself living abroad. I never thought I would find myself being able to do the things that I'm able to do now financially. I never thought I would find myself in this emotional state. Like, I would say everything is balanced. I want to motivate people to go back to school, go to a BCC. There's NASFAS. You also get e-residency. And if you are proactive, Payana, you can even be part of ESRC. You need to be vocal. You need to be out there. Be proactive. Join join political groups. Like, be seen. And Okanye, you can go back to the desk if you want. I don't think there's people who really want to do that. Ngoku. But my point is, suyeka, tyhala ngesifuba. Then ke kuphinde kubekho my people that have their degrees, but they are scared to actually take the leap of faith and go abroad. And some of them, understandably so, they are afraid of dying far from home. They're afraid of being kwara kwara, like we call like immigrants back home. Like, there's a lot that comes to mind when you think about leaving what you used to, living what you know, leaving your comfort zone, leaving your family, and starting a life abroad, like far, 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 far away from home. But I do want to say, if you are in a really bad situation and you you've been applying, you've been getting interviews, but no positive feedback or anything, say it's really time for you to take the risk. Maybe it's time for you to actually try this abroad thing, even if you take it as like a work holiday or just a holiday kind of vibes. You're just here for 6 months or for a year, and then you can go back home. Or maybe if you want to do a PGCE and you don't have the money to do that, because I know if funding, of money funding, and when it's fast 4 years, but they can only fund you for this long. So that means they can only fund you for your undergrad, and after that you see for yourself. So maybe you could come for 6 months. While you're here for 6 months, you're saving up to do your PGCE cash with Mancosa or Stadio or Cornerstone or something, or to go back to F40 and do whatever you want to do. But give it a try. You don't have to come to South Korea. You can go to Japan. You can go to Vietnam. You can go to Cambodia. You can go to China. China pays really good money, apparently. You could go to other places, people with just undergrad in any field. And those with a degree in education, you are in demand. You know that you are in demand, not just in South Africa, but everywhere in the world. You are in demand. So I just wanted to tell people good now when I started, I was scared. I was really scared. And I know we have this tendency of wanting to see someone we know or someone we relate to in order for us to give something a try, you know. And I'm also guilty of that. I always knew good there's this thing of coming abroad, but when people close to me started doing it, I was like, they are living, they are okay, they're eating what's being eaten, they like it's not a big deal. You adjust. And I gave it a try. I've been here since the 1st of September 2022, and I haven't really experienced any racism, direct racism, I would say. Nothing has been done to me personally that would make me say I've experienced racism, and I'm living comfortably, you know. I, I don't have anything to complain about. I really don't have anything to complain about. If there was anything that, if there's anything that I could change, it's the salaries, maybe. But there's not much we can do about that. But I do want to motivate people to actually give it a try. Make it a work holiday, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, like have a plan, a short term plan kind of vibes, and then take it from there. Maybe you might find yourself wanting to continue with the ESL thing, but in a different country or a different continent. Who knows, you know? So that was all I wanted to talk about today. I am going to make another video talking about what to look out for when you're signing contracts. But if you want information on how to start with the document process, you can DM me on Facebook, Yanjia Mangwevu, or on Instagram, Mamgwevu_N, I think. Yes. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching to this point. That means you watched the entire video. I really appreciate you taking your time to listen to me. And I hope this information can help someone. Even if it's not you, it might be able to help your neighbor or your friend or anyone. And I wish the best for all of us. Like, I want us all to realize our dreams. That's not gonna take a day to a year or three. It's going to take time, but as long as we're pushing hard. Thank you so much. Bye.